Hey, and welcome to the Euro Show. Felt like I said that a million times on Friday night. So this is a review of my experience of Friday night in Manchester at the Castlefield Bowl. Tommy Robinson's book launch of Mohammeds' Koran. Now, initially, I was very, very disappointed that the event was shut down initially at the Bowlers Exhibition Centre. And then it got moved to somewhere else, some other location. I'm not sure about where that was. And obviously, if you listen to Tommy, you know the local authorities threatened to take their licence off them. So no wonder they freaked out. But, you know, this is the United Kingdom. This is Great Britain. We should be allowed to talk about issues that affect our daily lives. Yeah? You can't stop us from talking. These issues need to be talked about. The mainstream media totally manipulate and lie. I've actually got a friend of mine who is so shocked at a couple of mates actually, but one in particular, I'm going to talk to him later in the week, is so shocked when he heard Tommy's speech. He's so shocked at all this stuff that's going on that people, you know, you just don't know about because no one talks about it in the mainstream. That's why I don't watch the mainstream. You know, it's just full of shit. Anyway, got there. I met a lad from Middlesbrough called Steve. Hello mate, if you're watching. Me and Steve had a couple of pints before we got there. We got a taxi to the Castlefield Bowl. I was a little bit merry, I've got to admit. The police were everywhere. We got out of the taxi and then there was a Muslim man on the corner, Islamic man, telling me what a terrible person Tommy Robinson is and don't go. And I said, look mate, I said, at the end of the day, he's got two bestsellers. You know, he's got the best-selling Quran in the world at the moment, so, you know, there must be something in it, eh? He just went all quiet on me, and I just carried on walking. The police were like, that way, that way, that way. And then, boom, we're in. Big Kev Carroll, hello mate. Kev was welcoming everyone in, telling them to go that way, but for some reason, we didn't. We walked the other way. We walked towards the big bus that Tommy had and a van that was full of Mohammed Qurans, and he was signing them. And we walked around that way, and Tommy was there. I said, "Oi!" I said, "All right, Tommy." He's like, "All right, lads." And me and the lad I was with, Steve, we realised that the queue went all the way around the bowl, and we had to go and queue up, which we did, of course. You know, I didn't want to miss out on my chance on getting my hands on this book, the UK's Amazon's #1 bestseller, the #1 best-selling Quran in the world for the last 3 months. Oh yeah, you know, such a terrible man, isn't he? Not. Don't believe everything you hear. Yeah, that's what I say. Anyway, when I got there was anti-fascists there, chanting. But to be honest, I actually lost my voice during the night because the chants for Tommy were just totally outdrowned the chants of Nazi scum off our streets. There wasn't any Nazis there as far as I know. There was a mixture of colours there as well, and people, you know, it wasn't just white people. There were black people there as well. There were people of all races there and different religions. Okay, that's what you won't hear in the mainstream media. You know, it's just a bunch of far-right nutters. Well, it's an absolute lie and it's a load of bollocks. Yeah, you need to check these facts out for yourself. And that's what I do, and this is my experience. So I queued up, took about an hour and a half, met Red Pill Phil. I had a cigarette hanging out my gob half the night. My video footage is a disaster. I'm very disappointed in myself, but you know what? I've got to give myself a bit of a break because I had a great night. It was a party-ish atmosphere there. It was great. We had Oasis banging away, and you know, my little tribute to Noel, the Manchester lad. You know, it was great. And when I finally got to Tommy, and I got my Mohammed Koran officially signed to me from Tommy. Thank you very much, Tommy. Much respect. You're a top dude, and I respect everything you do. And I mean, I just think it was amazing what you pulled off, quite frankly, on Friday night. And everyone associated with you that helped, thank you very much. Because we need you, Tommy. We need people like Tommy in this country. Now, if you look onto the continent of Europe, we've got a gentleman called Lutz Bachmann, the leader of Pegida. He was also there, and he also gave a very inspirational speech. I met Lutz, shook his hand, got a photo with him, like you do, got a selfie with him. He has a movement in Eastern Germany, in Dresden, that I admire, I'm jealous of, and I just wish we could have a movement like that in the United Kingdom. Maybe we will do. Maybe it's going to have to take a Labour government to wake people up in this country. Yeah? Because if you think the Tories are bad, right, you wait till Labour get in, right? We'd be a slash socialist, communist, Islamic state. Yeah? The only reason Labour have got the Mayor of London is because of the Muslim bloc vote, Islamic bloc vote. Yeah? They all vote like in a military style. Okay? Same in Manchester. Andy Burnham, Labour. Look at Andy Burnham. He's a failed politician. How many times has that man tried to go for the Labour leadership? Failed. Oh, I know. I'll get him with Mend in Manchester, and I'll get loads of support off them, you know, and I'll give them secret promises. Mend, you know, the jihadi outfit who says that it's okay to kill British troops. You've got to listen. Go onto my playlist and listen to what Tommy Robinson says about Mend. M-E-N-D, Mend. The Mend community. Check it out on Twitter. Google Mend community Jeremy Corbyn. He was at one of their events recently. It's sick. The lies, the deception. It is frightening. I'm fucking scared. I am actually quite frightened if Labour get power. I mean, look at the power they've got anyway, you know, in London and in Manchester. And what a beautiful city Manchester is. And the people of Manchester welcomed me with open arms. Yeah, I can't thank you enough. And you know who you are. Yeah, you know who you are. They were, you know, they made me feel so welcome. And I can't wait to go back, you know. And it pissed down as well. It wouldn't be Manchester without rain, eh? I have actually got a video of myself in the rain, but I was really drunk, and I don't know whether to release it or not. You tell me whether you want to see all my drunk footage or not. I'm not so sure. Getting back to Pegida, look, they're linked with the ADF in Germany, Alternative for Deutschland. They had no seats before the German election, what, a month and a half ago. Now they've got 94 MPs in the Bundestag, their parliament. Yeah? They have a voice. Finally, they have a voice. Next door in Poland, they don't really... The thing is with Europe, this is why the European Union will never fucking work, right? Because we've got old rivalries in Europe, okay? Like the Poles really don't like the Germans, and the Germans probably don't really like the Poles, and the Czechs and the Poles, and it's complicated. That's why the European Union is like this super state. It never works because we've got our own individual cultures. Yeah, we're unique, us Europeans. Yeah, that's what people fail to understand. These idiots. These idiots in bloody Brussels. Thank God we're leaving. Brexit, yeah! A victory for the people. But it's not enough. Brexit's not enough. We need a movement. And it doesn't have to be, oh, it's a racist all against Islam, Muslim movement, you know, an anti-Muslim movement, okay? It has to be a movement of the people. I know there's loads more people that believe in Tommy's message but are scared to go out there and say, I admire you, you know, and turn up to the event. And I know they are, because I get told it all the time. The amount of people that came up to me and said, oh, I watched your show. I said, oh, do you want to be on, you know, do you want to make it? Oh, no, I can't. The amount of people that did that, you wouldn't believe it. I mean, 20, 25 people at least. But a resounding success, considering the circumstances for Tommy. And, you know, check the speeches out on my playlist. The best-selling Koran on the planet for the last 3 months. Yeah? Why Muslims kill for Islam. Yeah? Check it out. Actually, I got something funny. Red Pill Phil, he said he didn't have a copy. That's because he was busy filming. And me, I was like obsessed with saying hello to Tommy. I had to say hello. But, you know... I got 2. You gave me 2, Tommy. And as you can see up there, I've got another. I've got 3. And someone else came up to me and goes, do you want another one? I could have had 4 or 5, but I said, no. So I actually have a signed copy from Tommy Robinson. This is just from Tommy. Signed copy of Mohammed's Koran. That I will be giving away on my channel at a later date to someone, to a subscriber. I will go into more details at a later date. As for what I'm up to next, well, I'm off to Poland, Warsaw. I've been invited by some Polish patriots, and I am not drinking. I'm not touching anything. I'm going to be stone cold sober, and I am going to do my best to make a great video of possibly 150,000, maybe 200,000 strong. There was 150,000 people there last year. The mainstream media ignored it. I know Tommy Robinson's going, and Big Kev, and hello Lucy, if you're watching as well. It was lovely to meet you as well. But I'm going there for the Independence Day, for the march. Obviously I can't speak Polish, but I've got to learn a little bit. And my friends are going to help me translate for the Polish fans that I'm collecting after my Polish video. It's got 32,000 hits. It's gone insane, that video. Check it out. It's called Poland, the most red-pilled country on earth. So, Mohammed's Quran. What a great group of people, truly. It was lovely to meet you all. It was an honour to meet everybody, absolutely everyone. I even met Noxie, and it was lovely to see him in his chair. And like he said, there's no way I could have got down here. Look at the terrain. You know, that was beautiful. It was great. It was great to see. It's great to see him. Also met Fletch of Sunderland. You know, don't fund terrorism. I got the film of it, but it's all like upside down. And anyway, I met loads of people. I've had loads of messages saying, I saw you, I saw you, I saw you. Hello everyone. I love you all. And until next time, roll on Warsaw this Saturday, Independence Day. Come on the polls.